Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. So we're up and running. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. And this is Lukaku.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, he's done very well to take that back. Looking to play him in. Collar! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
Looking for a runner.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Rummenigge. Well, it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from them.
And he's real chance! And it's come back out to him. Now that is commitment to the cause. Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Mateus with the short one. Nedved, Neymar! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Van Dijk calmly anticipates. Makaleli. Plenty of endeavour from either side, but not much of it in the vicinity of either goal.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
As climbs up big! And he's done it! A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Lukaku really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. And smartly reclaimed. Cannavaro. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. No, again there's no way through. Kola, given the lift of his goal. Bigo showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Nedved. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Mateus. Now, what about a counter-attack? Here's Vieira. And it's Nedved. Nedved running with the ball. Nedved really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes. Are certainly playing with an...
Oh, what has happened here? Makaleli. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, good looking ball. Neymar engages and forces him off the ball. Referee's had a look and he's blown his whistle for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Nice control. Too much pressure, and he's lost the ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Defending was strong and firm. Rummenigge tries to pass it through. Great vision. Takes a shot! He's scored! 2 up now, and they are cruising. So smooth. A signature finish.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Kola being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
The attendance for this match was 71,649.
And he's in on goal.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Nesta. Bergobi. Kola chasing after it.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Now it's Hullet. Makaleli. Distributed tidily. He's got away. Opts to play it back. He's found some... Rummenigge! Oh, that was a half-decent effort. Thuram. Vieira. And Mateus. And it's Vieira. Gullit. Gullit has created one goal already. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Maldini. Rummenigge. Rummenigge finds himself offside. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Araujo. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Oh, such a clever touch. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Back towards the middle. Vieira. Nedved will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Just eases him off the ball. Rummenigge receives it in a good position here. He might be in here! Real chance here. Van Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And it's Neymar. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Neymar really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Makelele proves too strong, too smart.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now it's Gullit. Nice defending, it's got the job done. Rummenigge. Strong running down that left flank. And here's Neymar.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Yeah. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. And that has left him in a heap. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. What a satisfying performance, a performance at times. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And we're underway. Well, Fabio Cannavaro may not be a giant in physical terms, Jim, but his reputation, his presence are as imposing as they come.
Yeah, he's proof positive that being a top-class centre-half isn't all about physicality and height. You know, he's only 5'9", but he's imperious in the air. It just goes to show the importance of how he reads the game, the anticipation, the positioning.
And here's Cruyff.
You have to expect that from everyone now. Cruyff really was, but...
Chance for a shot! It's there! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
So, a breakthrough already. Bergomi proves too strong, too smart. De Jong wins the duel this time. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Bergomi. Hernes. And it's De Jong. Here's Vieira. Chelsea looking to pass their way through. And he's had it nicked away. Cruyff. Looking for a runner. Oh, delightful ball. That's going to go a long way. Bigo stood his ground strongly. Rijkaard. Is there any support? He might not. Collar! And it's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Well, how's that for a class finish?
That's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Lizarazu. Cannavaro. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Shot could be on. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Stood up well to him there. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Now it's Mbappe. Totti. Lizarazu did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Bergomi. Passing is crisp and sharp. 30 minutes gone. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Collar might just make this.
This is the time you need that pace.
Haaland gets flagged offside. That's a delicate pass. Rijkaard. Lizarazu. Totti gets a foot in here. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Lizarazu. That's an imaginative pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. He's on it, can he get away? Chance, surely! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Haaland clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Bigo goes short. And this is Cruyff. Oh, that was vital. Chelsea have the chance to go the other way. De Jong. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Nesta cuts it out. And that's put paid to a promising move. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And it's Cruyff.
There will be 1 minute added time.
De Jong. And that interception was most necessary. Flashing. Oh, smashing header! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Some resolute defending there. And it's half-time here. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and two between them at half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Cruyff.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Makaleli. Lizarazu. Lizarazu. Now it's Cruyff. And that has left him in a heap. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
This looks like a more than decent chance to strike. That is spectacular from Luis Figo! A finish right from the top draw! And the lead is extended still further. A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless, clearly a training ground perfectionist.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. And here's Mbappe. That's a super give and go. He's going for goal! And that tested the keeper.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this.
Nesta attempts a clearance.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
And here's the chance to counter. Turns back here, probably the best option. Chelsea are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Looking here to... Header! Oh, that's a brilliant save! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Collar! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
And it's Nesta. And here's Cruyff. He saw the danger and he went crashing in. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Vieira. And it's Ferdinand. Passing nice and neat. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Haaland is on his own. Alisson did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. De Jong. It's Bergomi. Ernest. Into the last quarter of an hour. Oh, no joy this time. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now there's a fine ball. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Makalele. Haaland. Makalele. Rijkaard. Haaland. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And it's Cruyff. Wriggles his way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And here's Hullet.
Hullet really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ernest.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And here's Hullet. Oh, what has happened here? And that is it, the referee has seen enough. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Haaland taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deserved. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle, and here we go. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm?
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Rijkaard! What a wonderful goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
What a moment of brilliance, control and perfect accuracy.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Could be danger here. It's out of play for a goal kick. That's really well manoeuvred. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Suarez might just make this. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Izarazu. Thuram does well to get it back. Seedorf. Now it's Haaland. Can he get it through? Bullet. Well read, nice interception. Cruyff, looking for the run. And now they can clear their lines. Lyon trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. That looks a good ball through. And the shot! Off the post! He can get that clear. Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Neymar really should be making an apology. That longer-range pass.
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Bullet is offering a wry smile there.
Pirlo, taken off it pretty forcefully. Can he get on the end of this? He's on it, can he get away? Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Pirlo. Izarazu. Luis Suarez. He's a sharp little ball here. Figo running with the ball. And here's Haaland. And this is Cruyff. That's going to go a long way. And that's a throw-in. There's the shot! Bullet. Now it's Luis Suarez. Seedorf providing an outlet on that flank. And this is Neymar. Figo. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? He has found the way through. Shot, surely! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Now there's a fine ball. Oh, split-second reaction.
Look, when we talk about decision-making, there's a great example. Strong and decisive.
It's a pretty loose pass. Good ball over the top. Neymar gets into some space. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Rijkaard. Haaland.
This is the time you need that pace.
And it's Rijkaard. And he's picked it up out wide. Cross to the back post. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Makaleli.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Rijkaard. In with the challenge. Now it's Neymar. And the referee brings the first half to a close. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Leading 1-0 at the break.
Changement pour l'Olympique Lyonnais. Le numéro 88, Seedorf. À sa place, le numéro 17.
Here we go again.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
It's their second corner of the game. Figo plays it short. And it's played in. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Corner number 3 coming up. Gullit getting this one clear. Lizarazu. He's in a great position here. Koller stood his ground strongly. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Haaland. And it's Rijkaard. Makaleli. Some good persistent defending here. Koller! It's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. So what's your view on that goal then?
Yeah, and anything that's hit low with real pace like that makes it so much harder for the keeper, and he was never going to get to that.
Changement pour l'Olympique Lyonnais. Le numéro 11.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Le numéro 8. Iniesta. Le numéro 23.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
That has ended up in no man's land. Bigo receives it in a wide position. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And that's going to be a booking. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down. Makaleli. Rijkaard. Here's Makaleli. Threads one in. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Spread it left. Now it's Rafael Leao.
Oh, great feat, that. Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Nicely shaped ball. He's in plenty of space here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And the through ball. Haaland is onto this. And he's there to get it away. And that's been won straight back. Good take, and is he in? That's very neat. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Ruben Neves. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Into the last quarter of an hour. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Ruben Neves. Now it's Nakata. Oh, that's beautifully weighted. It is a corner. Corner number 2 then. That's an excellent interception. And now they can spring out of defence. Collier, good strong midfield running here. Lizarazu. Makaleli. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And this is Nakata. That's the keeper's ball. Makaleli. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Lizarazu gets into a good position. Thuram did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, easy pickings there. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. It's Iniesta! Oh, he gave that an almighty thump.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
Driving forward, Makaleli, this is promising. And the finish! And it's there! And they are cruising away. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's... And that's it. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome. Rijkaard picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the look on the manager's...
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We have already started here.
Yaya Toure will be key here, Peter. His versatility and drive makes him a nightmare for the opposition.
He was actually a much more conventional holding midfield player in his younger days, wasn't he?
Yeah, but he's come on in leaps and bounds since then. In fact, he's at his best when partnered with a defensive midfielder like that, because it means he has license to just join the attack.
So he's benefited a lot from his new role.
Yeah, it's brought so much more out of him. He's a true all-round player now.
And here's Haaland. Oh, this looks sharp. Not the most accurate pass. And claimed it back swiftly. Pedri. Well read, nice interception. Collier. Collar unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Lahm. And it's Pedri. No, that's been intercepted. Now, can they get him away? Nothing significant to report up to this point, but we are still very early in the game. He's free, he has got space. Oh, easy pickings there. Lizarazu. Now it's Cruyff. And he's chosen to go back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Now, what about this cross? Crossed in once more. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And it's been taken short. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Corner number 2 then. Climbs up big! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Lovely feet. And it's Makalele. Rijkaard. Out to the right. Haaland receives it in a good position here. No goals as yet. And it's Figo. Now it's Haaland. That has been slung wide. Tries to play it through. Dembele. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Figo. Will play for Rijkaard. Lizarazu. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. Iniesta. Pedri is wide and looking to get onto this. Makalele. It's Makalele. And it's Figo. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's very neat. Collar! Now, who's going to be first to this? Figo delivers. Dembele. Iniesta. Now that looks a decent ball. 30 minutes gone. Figo. So what can they make of this? Now it's Haaland. Here's Makalele. Now it's Cruyff. This looks promising. Knocks it out wide. Lizarazu. Owns beyond the defence. He's on some chance for a shot! that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. It is another opportunity from a set piece they have here. Oh, special! That is a special goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order! Well, that was wonderful in every regard. Vision, concept, and considerable accuracy.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Oh, that's fabulous. In by Rijkaard. Iniesta.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Lahm. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. Pedri really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Haaland is onto this. Goes for a shot! It's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! They forced the error, and that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
And you know, Peter, it's great to see Samuel Eto'o on the team sheet. Energetic, fast.
It's a mighty effort! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Little pass back. And he's gone backward here. Can he spark a counter here? And this is Hullet. And they can counter here. Now it's Figo. He's got away. Goes for a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Oh, nice touch. And he whips it in. And that should get the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Makalele. That's an excellent interception. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. Ferdinand. Neither side yet able to find the net. Turan. That's a risk. Ah, he's given it away. Now it's Cruyff. He's in a great position here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic. Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Ronaldo unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Figo engages and forces him off the ball. Nicely aimed pass. That has been slung wide. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Chips it through. Cristiano Ronaldo. Rijkaard. And Makalele. Bergomi. Now that looks a decent ball. And that's a simple one for the keeper. "30 minutes gone." And here's Haaland. Maldini. Nesta. And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, that's a key interception. Collier strokes it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Cruyff was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Cruyff touches it back. Nesta. Yaya Toure. Thuram. And they've switched it over to the other side.
Good ball, that too.
Knocks it into space. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
Today, everybody, to make
reflections on the first half?
Yeah, it's a half that's had a limp finish after a decent start, so the manager has to re-energise and re-enthuse his players to come back out pumped.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. So neither side has yet broken through. Makaleli. And it's Cruyff. And it's Makaleli. Oh, that's superb. Collar. Maldini, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And this is chance for a shot! It's in!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
So the first moment